Welcome to part 3 of the blood tutorial, and in this part we're gonna discuss episode 1. Thankfully episode 1 is not too difficult apart from one trick that we're gonna get to shortly. And the format I'm gonna be using is that I'll be showing basically each trick step by step, each level. And then we're gonna do a fast version to how optimally it should look like, or we'll try to attempt to optimally do every level after that. There will be timestamps left in the description, so you don't have to, if you want to go back and look up a certain strat. I'll leave timestamps to that, but yeah, let's get right into it. So first of all, you want to spam jump to get out of this tombstone. Try to hit the middle of the door and run out the middle of the door. Use SR40 all the way. And here, try to stick to the middle of these gates as well. Pick up the flare gun. Flare gun comes with 9 ammo when you pick it up, so you have to be careful because we're going to shoot that window up there. And then also we're going to use it to blow up cultists with the alternate fire. So you have to be careful not to use too much. And here comes the first trick. Basically, this is the tombstone jump. So what we do with the tombstone jump here is that we land on the tombstone itself, which is tricky in the first place, because the tombstone actually makes you slide. So a good way of landing on the tombstone and jumping off of it is to buffer your jump, basically. And you want to try to land on this bar here, which is pretty thin. So yeah, it's not an easy trick to do. But basically, the secret to doing it is to buffer your jump when you jump off of the tombstone and immediately start strafing to the left while doing SR40 to land close to the window, so you don't like actually have to run across the bar. I mean the gate. So yeah, jump on it while doing SR40, looking in the window's direction, switch angles immediately, so start strafing to the left. And you're here. And normally you would shoot this with a flare gun. The zombie wouldn't be an issue. So open the door and then basically just aim from the door at the cultist and alternate fire at him. This basically blows up everything and it drops the key. Enter the incinerator, you get a live seed, and here behind these zombie barrels there's a medkit, as you can see. So if you run into the barrels, you can actually pick up the medkit, blow up the window, go into the corner here to pick up a case of TNT. Try to jump off of the cultist's head. He's going to be shooting at you. You can do that with jump buffering as well. You can jump buffer and jump off of enemies' heads like that. As you can see. But if you don't hit it, it's fine. You can jump off of this as well. You can jump off of this flower pot. You can also jump off of the church pew as well. I don't know what this is. Anyway, bust open the door and run to the exit, and there you go. That's E1M1 for you. There's an alternate route that you can use where you open the secret up, pick up the TNT, run down, and then TNT boost up the window, but this is a little bit of hit and miss too. If you overboost, you can mess it up as well. But yeah, and you'll lose HP as well, so I don't really recommend it, but if you prefer it, that's okay. You can go with that strat too. Doesn't lose too much time. Anyway, ideally this is how your E1M1 should look like. Go at the gate, pick up the flare gun, shoot this window out, shoot at this guy, get the key, live seed medkit, jump off his head, and there you go, level is finished. Alright, E1M2, you want to start cooking a TNT immediately, and then blowing those up. And here comes a trick. You want to aim to the right side of this wall here, because if you don't do that, these things explode in your face, and let me just show you real quick what happens. So if you throw it in the middle of this crack instead of on the right side of this wall, these TNTs blow up in your face and you're gonna die. And I should have made a save. One sec, let me get back. At least you get to see when I'm one more time. Immediately start to the left, shoot it. You can shoot at the floor here, like aiming at this drain here. Alright, we're here. So yeah, TNT, and aim this to the right here, like about here on this wall. So it only blows up this wall here and you don't get blown up by all this TNT. Run through, pick up the shotgun and shoot this guy. There's two ways of, when you flip the switch, you can run normally through here and then open the door. But if you're quick enough, you can even make a tighter path by going this way. Unfortunately, you can get crushed here. So the trick to this is to just jump in time, basically. Because this rotating floor actually pushes you away. So you have to jump over this. That's the secret, in my opinion. And already have like a motion when hitting this button. So you can actually make this trick. Saves a few tenths of a second. But anyway. Wait a half a second here for this explosion to happen, otherwise you're gonna take damage, and then keep running down. And here, you wanna jump buffer again and jump off of either the innocent or the zombie's head. Like that. So jump buffer and jump off of their heads. Just remember where they are, position-wise. If you miss it, you can just TNT boost up. You have a medkit anyway. And then here comes another trick. This bar here, you can just skip the key by just TNT boosting over it. It's not a hard strategy. But this is going to be your first TNT jump, potentially. If you 100% want to make this jump, just crouch at the top. Note that crouching midair when you TNT boost or anything like that actually slows you down. Like, kills your momentum, as you can see. Even just doing this in one place. And it also eats away at your height gain as well. So yeah, keep that in mind. And then just shoot this guy. Go in here, you can grab some ammo. Sometimes this guy drops ammo for you too. And that's E1M2 basically. I don't think I have to just go through this again, how it looks optimally, because there's not too much to explain. However, E1M3 coming up is gonna need some explanation. So we're gonna run along here. And this is basically the perfect height. There's a weird glitch here that you can just jump buffer inputs. When you fall from a certain height, you can just jump around here in the level. Because normally this would just instantly kill you if you jump down, as you can see. So, you can do this on both sides, of course. But if you don't hit the correct height, you can also jump on this cobblestone too, it seems like. But yeah, here's a situation where I don't jump from the correct height and I keep taking damage. And I believe this platform here should be higher too. Oh, okay. Oh wait, it must be the rails then. Yeah, the rails are higher up. So yeah, just keep that in mind. Anyway, this is a little section that we call bunny hopping off of the train. What you want to do is slide off of this platform and then start a bee hopping sequence. And we want to land up there in that window. And the trick is that you cannot break those from the outside, only with explosions. So we're going to be boosting up there with a TNT, and the TNT is not only going to propel us up there to the window, but it's also going to break the window itself. and only the curtain leaves that you can just open. Basically it looks something like this. So up here we're gonna be on this tight ledge. You open up the curtain and you can go in. And next room is the key immediately there that we can open the engine part, this door here. So what you want to do, slide off 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 jumps, and then on the 6th, at the peak of your 6th jump, or I mean your 5th jump, you want to tap the TNT and just throw it below yourself. So height of your jump, you can do it a little earlier if you want to, a little timing based. But 5th jump, TNT, and then 6th jump, just hold down your spacebar, and it should give enough height that you land up there. Note that where you look, in terms of up and down, on the y-axis determines when the TNT is going to land. So if I look completely down, as you can see, I've gained a lot of height. So I suggest looking in the middle so don't do too much damage to yourself. And you're up here. So pick up the key. If you're quick enough, you can open the door, pick up the key, and make it past the door before it closes. You need to kill this cultist because... Oh, let me go offline on Steam real quick. Sorry about that. You need to kill that cultist because... Thank you. Because sometimes if you don't kill him, he's just gonna go here in the corner and he's gonna close the curtain on you, and it's a nuisance. Anyway, you want to make it back, but here you're gonna take damage, unfortunately. 3, 4 jumps, and for the middle 2, you want to land on this cobblestone here.
Get
because
off my train.
Yes, Caleb. Because the cobblestone here deals way less damage. If you want to, you can use the medkit here at this point. It's not necessary, but be wary that your HP management is gonna be worse for the rest of the episode. Anyway, go through the door, snipe this guy and this guy, flip this clamp, and flip these clamps as well immediately. Go into the furnace and stick to the right side, because there's a life seed there. And at the end here, you want to do this bee hopping again and land right about here, and go into the super secret and collect everything. Let me just go through that again. Kill this guy. This guy always drops 20 HP, so you can always take this. And then flip the switches immediately. Oops. And then that basically is the end of the level, but you have to wait for the level to end, and that is why we have the time to just go to the super secret while doing this bee hopping here. And then just collect everything. You basically get a super armor and a life seed, which both of which are really important, because we're going to be taking more damage throughout the rest of the episode. That's basically it. So most importantly, practice the TNT jump up to the window, and remember to do the slide off, 5 jumps. Always buffer your jumps. If you stop buffering your jumps, you're gonna start taking damage and you might die. Anyway, episode 1, mission, map 4, sorry. This one's thankfully pretty easy.
This promises to be fun.
Slide off of these, jump over the bridge like this and slide off of these lamps here, because they give you some extra speed. Here's this rotating bar, like bar door. You can actually just flip through them, like going to the other side. So a quick way of just passing through this instead of just running into the bar like this is to just go to the right, like that. There's some jump boots up here. If you go for the bar clip on the next map, which I don't really recommend, because it's really random trick and is, well, yeah, it's a run killer basically. I don't recommend this for RTA runs. But there's jump boots up here you can pick up. If you have difficulty jumping off of this, trash can full of blood and jibs, you can do it from the other side too. But you don't have to pick up the jump boots here. It's just I'm showing you here that that you can grab it here. And here's our first door clip. Like I've shown you in the speed tech tutorial, just go for it with an SR40 and just clip through. I definitely recommend practicing this because this is one of the, well, most obvious doors that you can practice door clipping on. So I recommend just staying here, trying it out a bit, make a quick save, and just do it. Get used to it. Sometimes, yeah, stuff like that can happen where it takes me ages to clip through. And if you're having issues, like making the clip, like for example here, just back up and then go for it again. It's gonna lose you time, but that's how it is. But the key, I would say, is to maintain the angle that you're looking at. You can do it from this ass to the wall as well. I used to do it like that, but now I've given up on it because I prefer doing it this way, like running it, looking into the door when doing the clip. But yeah, just hold one key and then hold your strafe key so you get the SR40 speed. I think it's possible to do it while SR40ing as well, but it's gonna be a little harder in terms of lining it up because it's a thin sector that you have to run into. Anyway, kill the cultist. Swim over here, and that's the end of the level. This door here is a little bit funny, unfortunately, because it's hard to hit it. This is why I recommend using the mouse wheel for pressing it. But anyway, on to E1M5. Thankfully, this is a pretty straightforward level too. There is a bar clip that I'm just gonna leave a link to in the description. I'm not gonna show it in this tutorial because it's just over the top and it's IL material basically. Kill the zombies, go through the door. Flip the switch, swim back up. SR40 works while swimming, by the way, so just keep that in mind. And here we're gonna grab the jump boots where we've killed the zombies. Try to slide off of the jibs to perhaps maintain some or gain some more speed. And here when you go through this door, there can be cultists in the correct position. So if you quickly jump buffer, you can jump off of their heads up here like that. Just be aware of this this here. You can bump your head on this. So you have to be pretty out to be able to make this jump. If they're not here, like they're over there, just jump boots up here. That's fine too. Shoot the zombie so it doesn't bother you. Pick up the spider key, really important, because you're gonna need it. Come through the door. Like jump and crouch into it, and that's the level basically. Really simple stuff. But yeah, most importantly is just... What I forgot to mention is, when these gargoyles are here, just jump over their heads. That's the easiest way to dodge them, plus they give you a speed boost as well. Don't forget the spider key. I've had runs where I accidentally missed the spider key and lost 10 seconds because I had to go back. And that's it. Now, E1M6 is also known as Great Temple, and the Great Temple skip is just an animal and a different beast as well. So, yet again, I'm gonna leave a video in the description detailing this trick because there's quite a few setups that you can do. Thank you, Caleb. I am going to show one way, well, basically my way, the way I've learned it, and how Jay's tutorial shows it as well, how you want to do it. But I'm gonna leave definitely a link in the description where I'm gonna show off a few more other ways of doing the Great Temple skip. But the rest of the level should be fine. There's a few tricks, so let's just get into it. Activate your jump boots here and jump up here. Shoot this Tommy gunner like these three so you don't get shot to shit. Because unfortunately they do that. They take off your precious HP. This just minimizes the damage that you take. It's not really necessary in Blood. It used to be really necessary in Blood, but it's a good practice. Kill this zombie off on the left when you get there. Kill these guys, jump boots over the bridges, and kill the zombie on the left so he doesn't block you. And then here you want to activate your jump boots. Ignore these two Tommy gunners. And then jump boots plus TNT jump up here. Well, I got blocked by a bat, which is unfortunate. Let's just go through again the motions up until the Great Temple skip. So jump boots over here, deactivate it, kill this zombie. Turn on the jump boots and TNT jump up here. Try not to go too forward after you've performed this TNT jump, because you're gonna have to kill this zombie too. This third zombie here that is just camping out here. Also, this gargoyle is a nuisance as well. Sometimes he flies up here and sometimes he doesn't. Best is to just kill him, because he can be really annoying setting up for the Great Temple skip. And these zombies too have to be killed as well. It's just it's impossible to do the skip without them. If you mess up like this, like I've just did, just do this, and you're gonna be back up here. TNT jump up here. Oh god, I got blocked again. Anyway, you're up here, kill these two zombies, and try to bait the gargoyle in here, as he's having some trouble. I don't know where. Yeah, on these stairways there's another zombie as well that decided to come up here. Anyway, Great Temple skip. I'm gonna show you one way of doing it. So when you get here, by default, auto run is caps lock. You need to turn off auto run for this trick. And you want to line up in a certain way. So, as you can see here on the wall, there's this dark patch of like black pixels over here. So we want to line up. And there's a white one there. I don't know if you can see it, but there's this black one and this white little dot on the walls. So, hug the wall, start edging out of the window, and when that white patch is covered up on the wall and you can only see the black one, that's when you stop edging out. Alright, so once you have that lined up, you want to look for this it's hard to explain on this cobblestone texture right here, but as you can see, there's this patch of darker shades of pixels here that you want to look for on the wall. And I specifically look for this dark pixel here that next to the left of it. As you can see just below my crosshair, there's this very dark green pixel here, and to the left of it is a brown pixel. That's where I want to aim, and completely down. Make sure you turn off your auto run, turn on jump boots, and as you have to tap your TNT, and as soon as you tap your TNT, you want to immediately uncrouch. So you have to do this while crouching, and after you've tapped your TNT, uncrouch immediately. Make sure you have auto run turned off so you don't run off this ledge. So it's really important that you don't run off. So sometimes you just actually make it to the ledge, but with auto run you're too quick and you just run off the ledge, which can be very unfortunate given how difficult this TNT jump is. You want to make a turn and basically hold WMD. So you actually just hug the wall completely and you maintain your position on the ledge. But yeah, it's a really difficult jump. If you don't uncrouch, this happens. So you have to uncrouch because you're gonna just boost yourself down and you're not gonna gain any height. If you go too high up, like if you uncrouch too late, this happens that you actually hit your head on the ceiling, like that. So uncrouch immediately. Sometimes this happens too. Turn off the... Make sure that auto run is turned off. Even then, sometimes this can happen. Yeah, and as I've shown before, this is a really hard trick. But yet again, I'm gonna leave a link in the description for this. So yeah, let's continue with going back. Unfortunately, I ran out of jump boots. Normally, you shouldn't be able to. One more thing I want to mention with the jump boots itself, actually, is to usually when you use it, because it runs out pretty quickly, is after you perform the jump like this, turn it off immediately. Anyway, grab the key. If you're running low on HP or armor or anything like that, there's an armor in the middle with the zombie here, where the key is. But all you have to do is just go back now. Again, turn off auto run so you don't actually run off. And try to line it up in a way that you don't fall off the ledge here. And a little bit, you can see some of the wall from the left of the window, like there, as you can see. You can turn on auto run back now, save, and try to aim your TNT on this side of the ledge, like in this corner here that's sticking out. You know, all you have to do is just aim right about here, completely down. And for this one, again, you have to uncrouch. This one's hard too, unfortunately. It's supposed to be the easier one, but it's still not that easy. Because you have to really aim at the corner, like this, so you make it back into the window. Unfortunately, if you don't uncrouch, this happens, you just get blown down. But yeah, all you have to do, throw the TNT and uncrouch. You should be able to make it back to the window. Sometimes you're going to be having troubles making it to the window. If you're really having troubles with that, just readjust sometimes. This adjustment that I have here is bad. There you go. One more time. There's going to be a video discussing the Great Temple skip in detail, so make sure to check that out. And let's continue.
Strangers in the night, exchanging
Here, when you hit the switch, there has been a recent, well, not so recent, fine by Parochial Joe. And funnily enough, he found it in Fresh Supply and works in regular and blood as well. Flip the switch, do an alternate fire, and start cooking a TNT. And here, you wanna... Okay, well... So here, if you throw a TNT around the corner while aiming in the middle of this wall, and at this little pixel here, you can actually blow up the zombies on that other side, and it makes this wall lower for some reason. Well, let me just show you again real quick. So throw it there, it should go around, zombies die, and this wall lowers here. It's really weird. Don't know exactly why it works, but yeah, the doors start rotating on their own, even though this hasn't been lowered yet. But anyway, cook it. Don't try to cook it too early, otherwise it's gonna blow up too early. And this wall lowers, and you can just go to the end. If you're really low on HP, there's a medkit here at the end. But that's E1M6 for you. And now the boss fight. For the boss fight, all you have to do is... Oh god, I ran out of jump boots again explaining all this stuff. So, you want to just jump boots up here and hit the trigger. Run to the left here to pick up some shotgun ammo. You can pick up some here as well, and a fresh jump boots. and jump up immediately here. This stone gargoyle is going to immediately home in on you. There's some extra shotgun ammo here, and you want to pick up the guns akimbo. And you want to use the holster trick to put him down. Try to force him into this corner here. It's really important where you pick up the guns akimbo, is that you force him into this corner. Otherwise, if you don't do that, you're going to have a hard time because the shotgun shoves him back a lot. And he's going to get shoved away. And some pellets are going to miss from your shot, so... Keep him in the corner, like this. Just make a little circle. Basically circle, strafe him. And there you go. That's episode 1 done for you. Alright, and in the next part, we're going to be tackling episode 2. Hope this was very informative. Some things might not be obvious for me. So, if there's anything left out that is not too obvious for you, feel free to ask any questions, no matter how stupid it might sound. But yeah, that's it. Hope to see you for episode 2. Cheers.